Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, May 9 reveals that Johnny Demirez, Carson Boatman, phone call interrupted Wendy Shin, Victoria Grace. Just as she was about to share a post-breakfast kiss with Trip Johnson, Lucas Adams, Johnny got confirmation that Wendy believed him about the drugged biscuits causing the proposal fiasco. But she acted like she stuck around Seattle to help Trip take care of Joey Johnson, Tanner Stein. Wendy insisted she'd be home soon before turning her attention back to Trip, who pushed her to stay and work remotely until Joey was better in a few weeks. Unfortunately, Wendy couldn't be out of the office that long and wanted to support Lee Shin, Remington Hoffman, since he seemed a little lost lately. Trip assumed this was also about Wendy choosing Johnny, but she denied it. Wendy assured Trip that he'd still have a shot with her if he didn't meet someone else first. In fact, Wendy hoped that Trip did meet someone else since it'd mean he would have to make a choice too. Instead, Trip chose to have hope that Wendy would come around and see that they were right for each other. After Wendy booked her flight home and called a rideshare, Trip was disappointed since he was planning on a romantic Casablanca moment at the airport. Wendy suggested there was no reason they couldn't have one right there in the apartment, so they shared a goodbye kiss. Back in Salem on Tuesday's Days episode, Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, reached for the coffee as Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, and Abe Carver, James Reynolds, enjoyed their pancakes. Abe got updates on Chanel's date with Talia Hunter, a Kitra civilian, before talk turned to Sweet Bits getting shut down. Until they got some answers about the drugged biscuits, the health department wouldn't even consider letting Chanel open back up. Paulina ultimately dragged Abe down to the Salem PD, where they barged in Ray Fernandez's, Galen Deering, office to push for the latest news on the investigation. Rafe admitted that Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, suspected Talia at one point due to the discrepancy in her story and some other evidence. However, Rafe pointed out that Talia had an explanation for everything. Paulina agreed that Talia had no motive and argued that she was a lovely girl. Now that Talia and Chanel were dating, Paulina acted like it would have been horrible if Talia had been connected to the case. At the pub on Tuesday's DOL show, Jada caught Talia speaking to Colin Bedford, Jasper Newman, about Paulina over the phone, but Talia covered by acting like she was talking to Chanel about her mom's panic attacks. After Talia took off, she met up with Colin in his motel room. Colin had a plan to cause another panic attack for Paulina and wondered if Talia could suggest a medication that would bring one on. Talia pointed out that it didn't work like that and seemed concerned about the possibility of Colin wanting to hurt Paulina. Colin insisted Talia should just worry about seducing Chanel and leave the rest to him. Meanwhile, Johnny paid Chanel a visit to discuss losing Wendy to Trip. Although Johnny thought maybe he should head to Seattle and try to win Wendy back, Chanel pushed him to just play it cool. Once Chanel opened up to Johnny about her date with Talia, she admitted she was nervous since Talia hadn't called her back. Johnny felt that Chanel should take her own advice and play it cool as well. After Johnny left on Tuesday's Days episode, Chanel left Talia a voicemail to let her know there was no pressure and that they could go back to being friends if that's all she was interested in. Moments later, Talia showed up at the door holding a bouquet of flowers and caught Chanel off guard. At Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, and Chloe Lane's, Nadia Abdurlan, new apartment, Chloe woke up a bit late after sleeping well on the new mattress Xander gave her. Xander started dropping hints about Chloe making him breakfast, but Chloe argued that she didn't sign up to be his full-time housekeeper and cook. Chloe decided being Xander's roommate was a mistake and planned to go pack her bags, but Xander apologized and suggested they would work out a proper arrangement. After Xander offered to make breakfast for the two of them, he realized there were no eggs in the fridge. Xander hinted about Chloe doing their grocery shopping, but he eventually suggested they could alternate from week to week. Once Xander offered to take Chloe out to breakfast, she agreed and urged him to dust the blinds while she got ready. At the pub again, Xander and Chloe joined Jada at her table so they could talk about the drugged biscuits investigation. That led to Xander mentioning Channel's employee living at the White Dove, which was the name of that seedy little motel. Jada realized they meant Talia and admitted that was her sister who lived upstairs with her. Xander assumed Talia was just hooking up with the obnoxious Brit he met, but he started to fear he was spilling Channel's business. After Jada suggested she'd like for Xander to make it her business too, she flashed her badge and got him to offer up the room number. Once Colin sent Paulina a menacing text on Tuesday's day's episode, he heard a knock at the door. Jada said it was the police and left Colin looking unnerved. Back at the police station, Paulina read the text Colin sent, which urged her to watch her back since he was still coming for her. When Rafe appeared, Paulina stood there gaping over the message in shock. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Paulina's anxiety is about to get even worse, so stay tuned to Duo. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Days of Our Lives Gossip YouTube channel for more update news.